What's up, buddy? How you doing? Where's Andrew? Shake? Oh, good boy. You've been learning. That's a good boy, yeah. Well, I am in Nebraska, not in Minnesota or South Dakota. The last time you guys saw me, I was ripping way up north, and I was fishing the Fox River with all my buddies up there and fishing for trout with another buddy. But now I traveled all the way back down to Nebraska, hanging out with the boy Flair. He's not here right now. He went to go get a pump on, but I felt like fishing today. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna put the dumbbells down for today and I'm gonna try to catch some fish. It's the last weekend in March and it's still pretty cold up here. It's like, I don't know, probably about 40 to 50 degrees today, and the ice just got off. So I have no clue how the fishing is gonna be here. I'm gonna hit up a few places that I've been to this summer with Andrew. I mean, what a guy. He's letting me take his tackle too. Like, I got some Guggen baits, put that inside there. He even gave me his day box. So this right here is Andrew Flair's like on-the-go box. It has everything you need to catch fish, so I'm pretty much gonna slay if this is made by the Andrew Flair. All right, see ya, buddy. Be good while I'm gone. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. All right, I'm taking one rod today. Gonna be that guy. Hopefully it works out. I don't know. You know, I'm gonna be 100% honest. I'm kind of nervous about leaving Finn at home by himself because, like, yesterday, he chewed up my $200 pair of Beats headphones, and I'm not too happy about it. So it makes me a little bit nervous leaving him. But I got everything in my car. Everything's packed, ready to go. Just gonna try hitting a few ponds that I know of. I have no clue. I have absolutely this much clue about Nebraska fishing and about fishing in general right now. I'm not very good at it. It's not my strong point. But how are you gonna learn if you don't go out? So I'm gonna try to go out and try to catch some fish for you guys. I have about a 10-minute drive, so just stay tuned. Well, you know how I told you guys Andrew was working out? Oh yeah, there's the old Tundra at Anytime Fitness. One rod, one reel today. Wow, I have not been here in a long time. That plane is freaking loud. Again, I have no clue if I'm gonna catch fish here. I just know this spot because I went here in the summer with Andrew. I'm gonna give her a try and hopefully catch some fish. This is gonna be really weird because I have not bass fished since last year, guys. This is my first outing. Super cold weather, super cold water. I don't know, guys. Hopefully I can catch a few. There's some water spewing here, boys. We'll give her a dangle. Being that I have not fished in a while and I wanna cover a lot of water, I'm gonna start out using this guy right here. This is just a little swim jig with kind of like a paddle tail. Gonna use this, just kind of search around and see if I can catch some fish. I'm probably gonna have to slow things up. For right now, I'm gonna search the water with this all swim jig. This is weird. This is really weird. Oh wow, I've not fished like this in a while. So right now I'm basically just throwing this around and just kind of slow rolling it. You're gonna have to probably work on your retrieves depending on what the fish want, but for right now I'm just gonna try slow rolling it and see if that works. Oh, is that a fish? Okay. I don't know if that was a fish or a snag, one of the two. All right. Well, we're about to find out, boys. Well, no dice at the old spillway. I might try that when I'm going back out one more time, just because I know I've caught fish in there. I think there still are some fish in there, but I'm gonna go over this hill because I know there's a lake up here. Oh yeah. Here we go, boys. Sorry about the audio, probably gonna be a little windy. Got a spillway thingy right here, so a few casts right here probably won't be bad. I decided to fish this side right here just because it's a little bit more out of the wind, and I felt like the audio would kind of be trash if I went to the other side, but I'm gonna work this bank all the way down. So I started over there by that dam and I kind of worked my way all the way over here, and I still have a good amount of bank right here. I think I'm gonna switch baits right now. I knew this probably wouldn't work, but I wanted to just kind of mess around with it and see if it would work. I'm gonna switch over to a red craw lipless. I think that's gonna be the ticket. I'm gonna be able to cast a little bit farther and work it a little bit better than this right now, I believe. So I'm gonna change. All right, so made a switch to the old lipless right here. This is just kind of like a red lipless crank. This is supposed to imitate a crawfish. And honestly, when the water's so cold like this, you cannot go wrong with this. This is like the staple of like cold water fishing, honestly, and super early spring fishing. So I'm gonna throw this around and hopefully something works for me. I got some good rattle now in this. I can cast this a little bit farther. I think we're gonna be good here. There are a lot of different ways to work the lipless crank, but today how I'm working it, just because there's a lot of weeds out there, I'm just doing a steady retrieve like this, keeping my rod tip generally pretty high. I'm just giving her rips like this every like 2 seconds or so, or when I feel a little bit of tension, I just give it rips just so I can get out of those weeds and not get stuck in them. That's just kind of a tip for you guys. But like I said, there's a lot of different ways to work the lipless. This is just how I'm doing it today. Ooh, I'll be honest, this is looking pretty juicy right here. We got a main channel right here. Right here we have just a little cut. I think I can catch some fish right here, kind of where that cut begins, getting into that main channel, just because those fish are gonna stock up right around this area so they can ambush bait fish or whatever else they're eating. This is a prime spot to fish, so I'm for sure gonna toss a few lines here. There's a bunch of ducks here too, so on that duck pattern, you know. All right, I decided just to stay a little bit longer because I want to catch a fish. I almost left, but I turned around. I'm like, all right, let's just lop around the chatterbait for a little bit because it's very shallow and there's grass. Screams chatterbait. So I'm just gonna work this like one more time with the chatterbait and hopefully it works. I'm back to the juicy point that I was explaining to you guys about earlier today. I was throwing a lipless here, but I feel like the old chatterbait's a better choice to be throwing right here. So I'm gonna work this and see if I can catch a fish. Oh boys, we got fish. Oh my gosh. This is right where I said I was gonna catch a fish. Oh, not a bad one either. Okay, I'm surprised I actually caught a fish, boys. Hold up, this is actually a good fish too. What is going on here? I called it. Okay, so the whole day I fished around here, went back that way. I was literally about to leave and I'm like, dude, I just wanna chuck the chatterbait around a little bit. And earlier in the day, I was talking about how this point's gonna be really juicy because the main channel's out there and then there's like a little eddy right here. I said those bass were gonna be ambushing little shad or whatever they're gonna eat right over here. And that's exactly where I just caught a fish. That is crazy. Oh my goodness. Actually worked, the old chatterbait. No wonder why Andrew Flair uses them. They're so easy to use. That's a good looking bucket though. That's the first open water bucket of the year for me. All right, guy, see you later. Thank you. Yep, there you go. God, he is like really not really into it today. But basically how I'm working this right now, I'm just chucking it out there and slowly reeling it in. Every time I feel some weeds or something, I'll give it a pop or something just so I don't get snagged. But basically all I'm doing, nothing rocket science here. It feels so good to catch that fish because I mean, I worked so hard to catch fish all day. I tried like 3 different baits and nothing was working for me. Then finally I got one and it feels super, super rewarding. However, I do want to catch a few more. That would really make my night a little bit better too. This is looking good, boys. This is why we walked all the way back here. I walked all the way back in the backwoods. I found a secret little creek running into here. Moving water and current, super clutch. Oh yeah, you can tell it gets deeper too. This is gonna be good. Yeah, I really like this moving water right now just because that's where a lot of bait fish are gonna be. And if bait fish are gonna be there, that means the predators are gonna be there, thus the bass. So that is why I'm so freaking jacked to see that moving water. That's freaking awesome. I can guarantee these fish are gonna go and spawn in this creek once the water gets a little warmer, once it gets to like 60 degrees or so. That water is low-key ripping in there. Honestly, it's probably a little bit too early for the fish to be pushed up in the creek, but you never know. You never know. think I'm gonna go back to that point that I caught my first fish on. Kind of stake out there for the last, like, I don't know, however long I have left until it gets dark out, but thinking I can still catch one over there. Oh, no way. On the drop, boys. On the drop. I literally must have thrown it right on a fish. Okay. This is exactly where I had my other fish too. He's starting to run at me. Yeah, it's a decent fish. She's a decent fish. I kind of see a lay down where I threw by, so maybe they're kind of chilling over there, but. Oh! He spit it. I just lost a fish. I didn't even think, I thought I had him on that whole time, but I did see him jump. Ah, that sucks. After a day like today, that really sucks. Were you good while I was gone? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not talking to you, Macy. What'd you work on today? You're looking pretty swole, bro.
Got huge, dude.
You had a haircut too?
Yeah, got it fresh, man.
Oh man, you're looking handsome today.
Killing it out here.
Wow. Look at this guy right here. This thing is looking really sexy. So today while I was gone, Andrew went to the gym and he also installed the trolling motor. Well, he got all the electrics installed in the new boat right here. I forgot what he named it, but basically all day he was pumping iron and then getting the boat all dialed so we can go fishing on it. So I might be filming some videos on this guy right here soon. Honestly, today was very rough, but that's just kind of how it goes. I mean, we're in that transition where it's not like completely winter, but the fish aren't like bedding yet. So it's in that awkward kind of middle stage. So it was a little bit tough today. Those fish are kind of hard to dial in, but today the chatterbait was the ticket. It took me a few lures to find out what they wanted. And finally, like I was saying, I almost left. I was literally walking out and then I said, okay, I'm going back to that one point and I'm gonna throw a chatterbait and just see what happens. And sure enough, all of my bites came right at that one spot. It is a bummer I only caught one fish and I lost that other fish, which I'm freaking still pissed about, but that's just kind of how it is. Like, I'm still gonna post this video because that's the reality of fishing. I don't wanna post stuff that's not realistic. I mean, I'm not gonna go out and hammer 100 fish a day. And I think by posting more of these videos, you guys are gonna understand what the life of a fisherman is actually like. So it's what fishing is. Like, this is fishing. I'm not gonna hammer every time. Nobody's gonna go out and hammer every time. So I'm trying to keep it true to you guys. I am gonna wrap up today's video right here. I have Chipotle inside the house waiting for me, and I'm very, very hungry and looking forward to that. Thank you so much for all the support, and thank you so much for watching this video. See you guys next time.